Nelson, big win today. With the run you've been on recently, just sum up how you're feeling.
No, yeah, good win for everyone, everyone at the club, but especially for the players. You know, the effort they've been putting in, and some of them playing with some niggles, some little problems, like did Kai. Only this morning we've decided to give at least 45-60 minutes to Kai. That's why he came off. Kieran Evans has been struggling as well. So he's played 20-25 minutes second half and he came off injured, so we had to deal with that. But again, focus on the win. What's important, a home win and a massive boost to everyone.
Yeah, we'll come back to the injuries in a bit, but not your best performance of the season. I suppose
definitely not.
I suppose you've played better and actually lost games.
Oh yeah. You if you've been in Walsall and Wimbledon and you can name it. But sometimes you have to win ugly, like we did today, and obviously it's if you do that, and then if the fighting spirit is always there, then obviously you are more close to win. But yes, it was a ugly win, but it was important to win.
To concentrate on the positives, you've got the worst defensive record in the league, but defensive performance today absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I think we've trying to be a positive team, and you cannot hide for that. We're always trying to be positive, to approach the game always in the best manner, trying to play good football. And obviously when you are a little bit too probably open and you've got the youth in the squad, don't forget we've got Joe Thomas with 21, Cameron Evans with 23, Matt Baker with 21. And Glennon, and you have Kieran with 23, you've got Kai with 23, you've got Cameron Antwi also with 22, 23, you've got Noah with 19, actually his birthday, 20 today. And we had Miley before with 19, so it is tough to put the players together and getting this level of League 2 football. But I think we are doing that, and obviously the fact that we didn't concede goals today it's also by having a leadership inside, some changes that I needed to do. So that's my job, making decisions, and that's why we played Shane in the middle in that role. Apparently, he was the player of the match as well. So you see, we are doing everything we can, utilizing every resource that we have in order to perform and win games.
What can you tell us about the injuries today? You have been unfortunate with some injuries this season already. First of all, Kai Whitmore had to be taken off. Can you just explain?
Yeah, Kai was, again, like I said, only this morning with a physio views that he could start the game. We're not quite sure because after Salford he came off with two problems, the eye, and then he had a very strong knock and with a lot of bruise in his leg. So he's been off his feet last couple of days just to make sure he was ready for today, and only this morning we decided to give him a go, at least for 45 minutes. Half time we decided to give him a little bit more time, but that was a point that we have to protect the players. We are kind of short in that middle, so we have to not only thinking about this, we have to make sure that we also look after the players in terms of safety and their well-being as well. So that was one of the reasons that we had to do that. But again, we lost Kieran because Kieran came on to his place, and we thought Kieran could give us half an hour, but unfortunately he didn't. So now I have to assess, not me, I have to check with the physio, which is assessing now, and try to know the extension of that injury.
Just before I ask about Morecambe on Tuesday, do you expect to be busy between now and Monday night before the transfer window closes?
Yeah, we've signed Jaden yesterday. But again, we've got a couple of targets. Obviously, I've just said we are kind of short in the middle, but has to be the right player for us. And again, let's make this clear to everyone. It's not easy to build something from nothing, from scratch. And when you have, like I said, I'm going to name them again: Joe Thomas, Kieran Evans, Matt Baker, Cameron Antwi, and a lot Kai. You are not preparing. You are not for now. For the next month, you are preparing for the next couple of years. And I can only see these boys, if they play together, if they grow together, within 2 or 3 years they're going to be a very strong team. And that's what we believe here, and we do things with a thought behind it. It's not to rush nothing, it's just to build on what we've got. And we know sometimes the results don't come right away, but we have to be, always focused and knowing that only working and looking forward that things will come.
And just finally, Morecambe on Tuesday. If you look at the table, it's another big game, isn't it? And a chance for you to build on this result against Barrow.
Yes, this game should have been played for 3 of January. It's one game that it's been postponed. And again, it's another home game because obviously we have got this moment now that we've got a good run of home games now, but we have them because we've been playing away since November, a lot of games, and yes, we have to make sure that these games, and I said always, the home games is important for a team like us, we have to make sure that we do our league and home games. And there's also a big chance to go away always and nick something, and we will do that. We will close to do that last game against Salford. Didn't happen, but we're gonna probably, and firstly, make sure that we do our best to win our home games, and away. I'm sure then this, if we are positive and we build on what we do in home games, then we're gonna nick something always away.
Thanks for your time. Thank
you.
Thank you.
How much better do you think you'll have to be against Morecambe?
So every League Two game is always like that. I would say, unless there's a team that tries to play, and we've been like that. You were here against Wimbledon. We played a brilliant game, but we end up losing with 2 long balls, 2 clearances. I think you never know how. You cannot judge everything, and especially these games with the position that the teams are. Obviously, the fight will have to be there. I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same or different. It depends, but it's going to be obviously tough. And Morecambe is making every game tough to everyone. You just need to see they lost a lot of games, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. But they're always there fighting, and it's a game that we have to now rest, make sure that we are good to go on Tuesday and be ready for the fight.
How do you feel the change of formation went today? Going to.
Yeah, we've changed for Salford. We again, like I said, we're always trying to find ways of being there, competing, and trying to win games. And up until now, we've been there in every game. The change of formation, we had to do a couple of other things, but again, when you are limited with some niggles here and there, with some of the players, you have to approach the game in terms of game plan in a different manner. That's what we've done, and we've managed to win the game.
Did CBR, I guess, him coming on, he'll be keen to push into that side, and
yeah, definitely. That's what we want, not only from him, from everyone. Again, he's been a lot of weeks, I would say, out for injury as well. But we felt like he's coming up to his level, his form, and he's just another one there to trying to help and fight for the team, and that is the main thing.
It's the hope that, I guess, because of the run, everything that comes with it, wins, boosts confidence, and then you can play more, because didn't really have that comfort on the ball at times, did you, today?
No, we didn't.
So is that a confidence thing because of
the you can see little things. You can obviously see that it is confidence, and because this team, this group of boys, they have shown that they can play very good football, and you don't need to go too far behind. You just need to go 5-6 weeks ago with MK Dons here, and then after in Wales and Wimbledon after. So you say, but when they also showed the other side, when you have to win ugly, you are there to win. So I'm pleased mostly for the players.
Jayden, I guess, you went to 3 at the back today, and that I presume you made that signing with the ability to be able to maybe do that anyway,
Yes,
an extra centre back.
yeah,
in the box.
and then again we lost Kieran Brennan, didn't we? About his shoulder, he's recovering, he's doing his best to come back into the availability as quick as possible. And obviously Jaden, we've signed, so it's another one for the project, for the long term, not to rush things. It's something that we are trying always to do.
What sort of a centre back is he? How would you describe him?
Well, it's definitely, I hope he will be one of the quickest of the league.
Okay.
So, speed, and it's one of his main characteristics. Obviously, on the ball, he's shown quality as well, and he's got a good size on him, so he's big, so it's important to have that, because you see the amount of set plays goals that every team scoring is just unbelievable. Every team is scoring a lot of goals from set plays, and that was one of the things that we always have to think when we are building something for the future, and I think you can see that.
So, Kieran, has he had an operation? Did you decide to operate?
Well, it was the medical department decided to give him, the opportunity first to decide, but I think the best view was for him to get that shoulder settled and stronger, which is going to take another 4 or 5 weeks, and hopefully he'll be good to go. And we postpone or delay that decision for the end of the season, where if he does need to have that op, he can have, and we start from there.
Sorry, but that's what on the transfer. Will there potentially be more outs as well to in order to players leaving in terms to?
No, we're happy. The boys that are with us, obviously, it's there are players obviously that are not having probably in terms of game time as much as they want, but as long as everyone is happy to work hard like they have been doing with us, we are happy. We're not thinking about that at the moment.